the hate army
Big
troll.
ups to Hate Army.
Bro.
Hate Army.
Shout
that
out
guy.
to
Hate Army.
Hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
Hate
out to
Army.
Hate.
Shout out to Hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
Hate.
Shout out to Hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
And I mean, just you got to think of it this way. I was actually talking to Brian during my day off. We were going back and forth. We'll talk about that because a lot of people are wondering, hey, will Brian be back for Street Fighter? And I'm talking with Brian, and I'm basically like, you know, we're going back and forth during our day off about, gee, when will we play again and stuff like that. And I told him about, I've now improved my setup, and because of that, I can now have no input delay. And he's like, wow, that's amazing. And I was like, and you got to think of it this way. In the last year, I got 5 characters to master. 5. Some of which on multiple consoles, meaning I had to do it again a second time. So not only was I getting characters to master early, as recent as last week, I got Zangief to master, right? So this has been one of the hardest things I've ever done in fighting games, and I did it with a handicap. I essentially did it with one hand tied behind my back, with weighted clothing on, weighing me down as if I was Goku trying to prepare for the big fight against Frieza. Like, seriously, you guys have no clue when you are trying to do something competitively, when you have a handicap, how tough it is. And I have had this huge handicap. I've been telling you guys, isn't it funny how everyone plays on PC? Now we know why. Right from the get-go, when you play on PC, you don't have the input delay that you have on console like I've had. So they've been playing instant react drive impacts. Break every throw, anti-air every time. And then when I play and I try to do it, it's like lag, lag, lag. How did I get 5 characters to master and some to master twice? What does that say about the competition? Right? So I said that to Brian, and he goes, damn. Here's a one-word answer. Damn. He's like, you know, like, damn, those fucking people who struggle and scrape to get to master and have losing records to hit master. And here I am with a winning record with every character I pick, got to master with insane input lag, right? So I hope you guys understand why I've gotten so frustrated in the last year playing Street Fighter 6. It's not the game. It's the fucking problems trying to play it with this insane delay online. It's been wild the amount of delay that I have. And other people just don't experience it because they're playing on a different platform. Now, I have an update. I spoke with Brian. He would like to continue to do Street Fighter sessions with me. We did not set it up for tonight, though. It may happen later this week. However, he really wants to voice communicate during these sessions. He feels like they're not as fun or interesting if I don't voice communicate with him, okay? If we voice communicated, he'd be down for doing entire night streams of it. But he's like, dude, if we're not going to voice communicate, maybe I'll play for like an hour, but then I'm going to get bored. So the only thing I can think of is we got to figure out a way for me to voice communicate with Brian over these sessions. And I think the solution, we talked about this for the last week. I don't think that buying a microphone that you just plug into a headphone jack will work. I think I'm going to have to find a PS5 compatible USB mic. But the question is, what mic? We have to look into what microphones out there will plug into PlayStation 5 via USB and be recognized and work. And it cannot be a headset because I can't wear headphones. Okay? So whether it's maybe just something that goes over my ear, but it doesn't go in the ear, it's just a mic that comes out, or maybe another microphone that I could put right here on the desk, like right here, so I'm talking to 2 mics at once, which I guess we'd have to do. I need help. Do any of you out there use a PS5 specific microphone via USB? Okay? It cannot be the controller. The controller mic's not going to be good enough, and we don't want to have 2 controllers on at the same time because they could conflict. All right? Can't be a microphone that goes through a headphone jack because that's also going to cause a conflict with the audio out. What we need is a microphone that would be recognized via USB as a compatible device with PS5. It'll have adjustments. We can adjust the volume levels and everything in the menus to get it working. So what I would do is I would use this microphone to go through Discord. Discord is synced with PS5. So if I just have it open, like we can open a chat, we could set the chat early, already working behind the scenes. Then we can just boot up Street Fighter 6 and we'll talk via Discord. You'll hear Brian's voice coming through. You'll obviously hear me through this mic. He'll hear me through the second microphone. And it should work fine. Okay? But I need to figure out what microphone works via USB with PS5 and gets recognized and is working well. Because problem is, most PC microphones don't work with Sony. If you plug in any PC thing into a USB port with Sony's unrecognized device. So I need feedback from you guys. Who out of you out there uses a microphone with PS5 via USB? And if we get the answer and I can look into a couple models, maybe I can get one. All right? So it just kind of sucks. Because I liked doing that session. I would love to do those sessions. Hell, we could probably do them once a week, right? With various characters and stuff. We do a challenge night where it's just me versus him and I use one character, he uses one character, or whatever. You know, we could do stuff like that. But I need to get a microphone working. So please give me your feedback. Whether you leave comments on this video, whether you contact me privately with an email, talk to me in chat, whatever it is, I need information on this. It sucks that we kind of brainstormed in the last week, but sadly, none of the things would work. Like, for example, just use the PS5 controller. It won't work. If you do that, because you have the joystick and the controller plugged in, it kind of overrides, it screws it up, it won't work. Just use something plugged into the headphone jack. That won't work. If you plug anything into the headphone jack on a PS5 controller, it overrides the audio out. So you guys would have no audio whatsoever on the stream if I plug something into the headphone jack. I can't do that. It has to be via USB, so it's recognized only as a microphone, not as a headphone. I can't use headphones. I cannot use them. So it's not, oh, well, you could use headphones for this. No, I can't. All right? It has to be extremely rare if I ever use headphones, not once a week. Then we're getting back to the situation where I'm going to get ear infections and shit again. I'm not going back there. Okay? So I would love feedback. House of Night says I use a Blue Yeti. It works on PS5. It's a USB microphone. Is that true? So the Blue Yeti mics can just plug and play into PS5 and it will detect them? That's good feedback. I'll have to look into that then. Thank you. House of Nights. Blue Yeti. If anyone else has suggestions or you know, advice, please share. Okay? So hopefully what I'm hoping is that by the end of this week, all right, I can get a few different suggestions from viewers. I'll look into them. All right? Maybe be able to get one by the end of the week, and then maybe I could set a new session up with Brian to test it out. Okay? Yeah, okay, please, if you could, because I got 2 people talking to me at once now, please shoot me an email, darksidephil@hotmail.com, with the information, the stats of the microphones that you guys are using. I would like to compare them and look at them. Obviously, if they're expensive, I can't be dropping $100 on a mic, but if it's like 30, 40 bucks, maybe, right? I can't go crazy and overspend on a mic that I'm only going to use for this. So yeah, please, suggestions. Oh, by the way, I wonder how long the USB cables are on these things too, because obviously I'd like to be a decent length, because it has to go across my entire floor over here. So anyway, feedback needed. Please contact me. Again, you can email me. You can talk to me in chat. You could, you know, I mean, I would say don't tweet me. Probably not smart, because I'm probably not going to see it on Twitter. 80 bucks? See, I don't want to spend $80 on a microphone, man. Ugh. It'll probably be $100, dude. I can't spend $100 on a mic. That's nuts. $100? $100 for a microphone that I'm only going to use when I basically do co-op with Brian. And by the way, just for the record, I talked to Brian, and we are thinking about perhaps in the future doing some other things besides Street Fighter. Like right now, he's getting into multiverses. I don't know how much I'm going to get into multiverses, so I didn't want to tell him, oh yeah, let's play or nothing, because I don't even know if I'm going to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not. And if I don't get into it, I'm not going to tell him commit to doing stuff there. But there may be other games in the future where we could do stuff together. He plays all kinds of games. So it would be cool to do that. But again, yeah, it's an investment. $100 is a crazy investment for a microphone for just a couple co-op sessions here and there. You know what I'm saying? So, well, anyway, let's talk about it. Please email me the stats. If you guys see this stuff, email me the stuff. I'll see if it's available, like, on Amazon and stuff like that, and go from there. But, yeah, please contact me with that information, all right?
Typically helps me more than anything.